A very good morning to all of my friends and respected teachers. Today, on the 122nd anniversary of Baba Saheb's birth, I, Manju, student of MTech first year mechanical engineering, with all of you, would like to remember the greatness of the soul of Bhimrao Ambedkar ji, who showed us the path of equality, fraternity, and justice. There have been very few people in the history of world who, by their very presence, changed the course of history. And Dr. Ambedkar was one. He changed the lives of crores of destitutes and unequals. For many, he was Jesus, Moses, Muhammad, Marx, and Gandhi combined. I go in the name of the jurist, politician, philosopher, anthropologist, historian, teacher, economist, and revolutionary Dr. Bhimrao Ramji Ambedkar. Born on April 14, 1891 in a poor Maharashtra, he received a scholarship from the Kingdom of Baroda for higher studies in USA and England both. So he received, as earlier told, he received 3 PhDs in economics and law and political science. He joined the state services of Baroda, but due to the ill treatment of upper caste colleagues, he left the service and he proceeded to practice law in Bombay. And parallelly, he worked for the social cause of upliftment of Dalit community, which gained the status of untouchability of untouchables in India. So he served the country as the chairman of the Constitution Drafting Committee. So in this regard, he may be ironically called as the Manu of the modern India. Why ironically? Just because he was very critic of Manu laws. He was against Manusmriti. So he was the chief architect of Indian Constitution. He was a very voracious reader. And he owned one of the largest library, personal libraries, and many of his contemporaries were even envy of this. He had a vast reading on Marx, Bertrand Russell, Tolstoy, Harold, Gandhi, Vivekananda, and many others. He wrote a lot of books as well. Amongst them, one very prominent was the Annihilation of Caste. So India is the world's biggest democracy, and its democratic setup is held by the Constitution of India, which is as flexible as it is rigid. It miraculously caters to the needs of Indians, be it women, Dalits, Brahmins, Muslims, Hindus, Parsis, Sikhs. It binds all of them very strongly. So Baba Saheb's main aim was battle against the caste system. He was a strong promoter of Samajwad. He wanted that every person should be treated equally, irrespective of in which family he is born. So he advocated the annihilation of caste, the Varnashrama. Though it has its roots in the Hinduism, but the untouchability, which he was strongly against, was you might not be knowing that it was unknown to the Indian subcontinent before the foreign invasion in India. In India, there was no untouchability till the foreign invasion. So, and the status of the casteism which was degraded to the untouchability and to the other things, he was totally against that, and he devoted his whole life for that. His purpose was very practical rather than speculative, and his philosophy of life was essentially development and evolution under the condition of subhuman social order. He himself was treated unequally, so he just stood up against the social, political, and economic order which was present at that time. he was an advocate of one person, one value and one vote. So he can be rightly called as that the implementation of universal adult franchisee in India, it was because of him. You know, he can be given credit for that to a good extent. It was his paramount effort that India is a secular social democracy which qualifies and satisfies economic, social and cultural needs of such a varied nation. Baba Saheb considered that religion, for one, should respond to the problems of human society and promote human community living. So, in this sense, he neither supported Marxism as well. He simply wanted that every Indian live with full dignity, which was kind of lost during centuries. And now, I'd like to speak a few words in Hindi. मैं इस लायक तो नहीं कि डॉक्टर अम्बेडकर की जैसी शख्सियत पर कुछ बोल सकूं, पर जो मन में उमड़ा है वो आपके साथ साझा जरूर करूंगा। हे भीम, तू चिरंजीवी है, तुझे याद करते हुए रोंगटे खड़े हो जाते हैं। आज भी तेरे जीवन को पढ़ते हुए शर्मसार होता हूँ, और ये देश भी तेरे जीवन में जो बीता उस पर शर्मसार होता है। स्कूल में तुझे पानी का घड़ा अलग से रखा था, अपने सारे को तू लपेट कर चलता था कि वो छू ना जाए किसी अगड़े को। तू पैदल ही चलता था कि तेरे बैठने से कोई बैलगाड़ी मैली ना हो जाए। तू संस्कृत पढ़ना चाहता था पर कोई पढ़ाने वाला ना था। उस दर्द ने तुझे खुददार बनाया, तभी तूने इतनों का उद्धार किया। अगड़ों के तालाब का पानी तूने पिछड़ों को पिलाया। उस दिन पहाड़ का तालाब नहीं हिला था, हिल गई थी बुनियाद उस मनुवाद की जिसने तुझे दलित कहा। तू विदेश गया, साथ आया भरोसा पिछड़ों का, तूने उन्हें वो दिया जो किसी ने ना दिया था। स्त्रियों को तूने बराबरी दी, तूने कैबिनेट से ही इस्तीफा दिया अगर तेरी बात न मानी गई। करोड़ों लोग जिन्हें दशक पहले शिक्षा और संपत्ति का अधिकार न था, अब मध्यवर्ग का हिस्सा है। पहले 30-35% लोग ही इस देश में जो बड़ी पोस्ट थी और जो मेन वर्किंग फोर्स थी उसका पार्ट थे, लेकिन ये उनकी दूरगामी सोच का ही नतीजा था जो कि आज 90% लोग इस देश के हर फील्ड में अपना पार्टिसिपेशन दे रहे हैं। इस बदलाव की महागाथा के रचयिता को मेरा नमन। बाबा साहेब के प्रति कृतज्ञ होने के लिए दलित या आदिवासी होना जरूरी नहीं, इंसान होना भर काफी है। पूरा देश, ये कॉलेज और मैं उनको नमन करता हूँ।
Now I would like to call Rakesh Bundi, General Secretary SC/ST Employee Union, IIT Roorkee, to express his views in brief. आपसे अनुरोध है बिना किसी भूमिका के।
थैंक यू सर। अटका तो नहीं था मैं ज़्यादा।